the dead of winter 1959, 9 experienced hikers set out on a challenging expedition through the Ural Mountains of Soviet Russia. These were not just any travelers. They were young, adventurous, and highly skilled individuals, all students and graduates from the Ural Polytechnic Institute. Led by Igor Dyatlov, a skilled ski instructor and radio enthusiast, the group planned to traverse some of the most treacherous and remote terrain in the region. Their goal was to reach Ural, a mountain about 10 kilometers north of where their journey would abruptly end. As winter's grip tightened around the vast and unforgiving landscape, the hikers made their way deeper into the wilderness. The weather was harsh. Temperatures often dropped below 30 degrees Celsius, with powerful winds that cut through layers of clothing like a knife. Despite these conditions, the group was well prepared, carrying enough supplies, skis, and gear to endure the brutal cold. They had been trained, experienced in mountaineering and survival, and fully aware of the risks involved. On the night of February 1st, something inexplicable happened on the slopes of Kholat Shakal, a mountain ominously nicknamed the Dead Mountain by the indigenous Mansi people. This local name would later seem eerily fitting, as the hikers' journey turned into a nightmare that has haunted investigators, historians, and conspiracy theorists for over 6 decades. When the group failed to return by their scheduled date, a search party was launched. What they found was a scene unlike any rescue team had ever encountered. The hikers' tent was discovered on the mountain slope, but it had been sliced open from the inside, its flaps ripped away as if in desperate haste. No footprints led back to the safety of the tent, only scattered, confused tracks in the snow, many barefoot or in socks, heading into the dark, freezing night. Over the following weeks, the bodies of the hikers were discovered scattered across a wide area, some just meters from the tent, others hundreds of meters away, hidden among the trees. What made the scene truly disturbing were the details of their injuries and the odd conditions in which they were found. The bodies were found in various states. Some were dressed only in underwear, despite the freezing cold. Others showed signs of extreme physical trauma, fractured ribs, skull fractures, and internal injuries that puzzled doctors. The strangest wounds were internal, severe, but without any corresponding external damage. One woman's body was found with her tongue and eyes missing, and some victims' clothes were radioactive. The mystery deepened as experts tried to piece together the evidence, but the puzzle seemed to defy explanation. The official Soviet investigation concluded that a compelling natural force had caused the tragedy, but no specific cause was identified. Theories have abounded ever since. Some suggest an avalanche forced the hikers to flee their shelter in terror. But many experts argue the terrain's gentle slope makes a deadly avalanche unlikely, and the tent showed no signs of being crushed or buried by snow. Others propose the possibility of secret military tests nearby. Perhaps the group stumbled into an area of weapons experimentation, causing injuries from an unknown weapon or explosion. Traces of radiation found on clothing fuel this speculation, but no conclusive proof exists. Scientists have also explored the idea of infrasound, low-frequency sound waves produced by wind over the mountain ridge, potentially inducing feelings of panic and terror so severe that the hikers fled in a confused, terrified state. This theory, while compelling, doesn't fully explain the strange physical injuries and some of the more bizarre aspects of the case. Less scientific theories range from the paranormal, claims of yetis or other supernatural forces, to outright conspiracies involving government cover-ups. While these capture the imagination, they lack credible evidence. The Dyatlov Pass incident has been the subject of documentaries, books, and numerous investigations. Despite advances in forensic science and technology, the core mystery remains unsolved. Some modern researchers have revisited the site, running simulations and conducting new analyses, but the harsh conditions and time elapsed have taken their toll on the evidence. What remains certain is that 9 lives were lost in a frozen wilderness, under circumstances so strange and unsettling that the story refuses to fade. The hikers who vanished into the darkness left behind more questions than answers. Their fate is a chilling reminder of nature's unpredictability and the limits of human knowledge. Each winter, when the cold wind howls across the slopes of Kholat Shakal, the mystery of Dyatlov Pass returns, an enduring enigma that beckons those curious enough to seek the truth. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's strangest mysteries, please consider subscribing for more fascinating stories like this. Thanks for watching.